Social media has definitely took over my brain and made me do things that is abnormal. I just like to formally apologize for my actions from last year and that I've become a better person.
And you're going to harm others, film them, put it online, and then profit off of it, that warrants punishment.
Alright, so today we have two updates on TikTokers who committed crimes and then posted it to the internet. We have Marlena Velez, but we also have Wolfie Kahletti, aka Charles Smith, who was sentenced yesterday. And the sentence is surprising to say the least.
A social media influencer accused of spraying bug killer on food at a Valley Walmart, then posting the video of him committing the crime online, was just sentenced to 1 year in prison.
What? What the?
28-year-old Charles Smith said in court that it was all supposed to be a prank, but the judge didn't see it that way. 12 News journalist Chase Golightly first brought us this story last year and is joining us now in studio with the newest developments. Chase?
Kribe, it's not just this video that made so many people upset with Smith. It was also the fact that he was making thousands of dollars a month from this kind of content. And for the very first time, we heard what Smith had to say about this whole situation.
I just like to formally apologize for my actions from last year and that I've become a better person.
Give me a break. You don't go from being the TikTok supervillain who actively puts people's lives in danger for clout to being a changed man in a couple of months. That is bullshit. Now, there are several other crimes I think he should have been charged for. We'll talk about that in just a moment, but let's keep watching the news clipping because there are conditions that he will have to follow when he's released.
Charles Smith, also known as Wolfie Party on social media, saying in court he is sorry for this video. Taken in December at this Mesa Walmart, where police say he stole a can of bug killer and recorded himself spraying it all over fruits, vegetables, and rotisserie chickens, causing nearly $1,000 worth of damage and putting lives at risk.
This crime was absolutely outrageous and exceedingly dangerous.
Which is why he was arrested, charged, and ultimately pleaded guilty to poisoning. But that wasn't the only charge Smith was facing in court. Smith is known for these kinds of videos on social media. Others include what appears to be him locking people inside a Goodwill, throwing food at people at the mall, and even throwing a dead bird at fast food workers. He was facing charges related to theft at a Mesa Bosa Donuts and for causing more than $10,000 of damage at a Valley laundromat. We believe we found that video on his Instagram. That appears to show him put raw meat and eggs into an unsuspecting customer's laundry machine with their clothes.
These videos are pranks.
Oh yeah, they're pranks. It's so funny. Now that customer is gonna have to throw their clothes because you put raw eggs and bacon on it. It's so hilarious. Or what about the time where you put ice in a deep fryer, endangering everybody's life? Haha, so funny. If I was the judge, I would have gave him an aggravated sentence just for what he just said right there.
These so-called pranks, posted online, also made Smith up to $10,000 a month, according to arrest documents.
You're going to go out into the community and you're going to harm others, film them, put it online, and then profit off of it, that warrants punishment.
Smith's attorney told the judge that his client has taken responsibility for his actions and understands these aren't pranks.
What he did was not funny, and that's not how he should behave. He wants to turn a new leaf. He wants to get off this social media thing.
Then Smith talked about why he makes these kinds of videos.
Social media has definitely took over my brain and made me do things that is abnormal.
The attention is really, really addicting.
Julie Smith specializes in media literacy. While she doesn't approve of Smith's actions, she says for any social media user, seeing all the likes, comments, and views from videos can lead to people posting more shocking content.
Our behavior is shaped by rewards, and behavior online is rewarded with engagement and follows, and in his case, $10,000 a month.
Now, she is right. Social media is very addicting and it is very rewarding when you do it right and you get a lot of views. There's a reason why I have 1,700 channels, right? But you have to also have a moral compass. If you're willing to do anything for clout, anything for money or views, then it shows that you're just a piece of shit. And that's the problem with this guy. He had no moral compass, and it really showed in his content.
At the end, the judge sentenced Smith to 1 year in prison, followed by 3 years supervised probation. She also said for those stores that were damaged, they can ask for restitution.
Do not return to any Walmart. Don't return to any Bosa Donuts.
The judge also imposed computer usage restrictions and also required Smith be screened for mental health. We're live in the studio. Chase Whiteley, 12 News.
Now, when it comes to the mental health screening, no need to hire a pro for that. I'm going to give you a diagnostic on the house, and I'm not even charging you. He is suffering from extreme brain rot, so he is willing to do anything for clout. Clout is his drug of choice, and he is severely addicted. Now, let's talk about the sentence. 1 year in prison, I say that's bullshit. That is not enough. At all, whatsoever. This guy put so many people's lives at risk with no concern whatsoever. I mean, we're talking about poisoning people here. If you only get a year in prison for poisoning people, that is insane. That is sending the wrong message. Now, I want you to take a look at these three pictures. What do these three individuals have in common? You have Wolfie, Kahletti, Johnny Somali, and Brian Arnett. They are all from Arizona. There is an epidemic of nuisance streamers in Arizona, and this was the one chance to send a powerful message that Arizona will not tolerate this shit, and unfortunately, I don't think the judge made the right decision. Now, let's move on to the next case. We're talking about Marlena Valles. Now, I didn't cover her on the channel, but I'm sure you guys are already subscribed to Tozy and other content creators. They have covered her in the past. And basically, she was pretending to be this rich TikToker that's living the life, showing everything she bought at Target, but all the merchandise was stolen. Now, Law and Crime Network just released a body cam, and I find it very interesting. Take a look at this.
Hi. Are you able to talk? Are you the only one home? Or?
My kids are home.
Okay. Is anybody else home?
No, it's just my kids.
Okay. Do you mind if you talk to us real quick?
Sure.
So, I want to talk to you about a certain incident, okay? But before I do that, I'm going to ask you to turn around, okay? Put your hands behind your back, okay?
Okay, what about my kids?
I will figure out an arrangement for your kids. Okay?
Can I just call my
Yeah,
boyfriend?
you can.
Okay.
So we'll give you that opportunity, alright?
Can I change?
No, not right now. Why is this locked? It's on your sweater.
I'm literally freezing. Like,
I understand
I'm
that.
not allowed to change.
No.
Like, my kids are literally babies.
I understand that. I saw them in the security video footage.
What security video footage?
Okay.
So this is the security footage he's referring to. You can see her shopping with her family. Her husband is there. And she goes around, she buys some items, and when she gets to the cash, that's where the scheming begins. You can see that she has a barcode that is valued at a lower price, and sometimes she scans that instead of the actual item. In other cases, she just steals item, doesn't scan anything at all. So that's why it was pretty damn obvious that she was stealing here, and they have a lot of evidence against her.
Okay. I know you had said something, you thought it was something to do with Walmart. On the phone? Okay. Why do you think that?
I don't know. He said something about security camera footage.
Okay.
And I remember I was only at Walmart yesterday, so.
Gotcha. Alright, well, do you shop at Target often?
Walmart.
Walmart? Not Target?
I do shop at Target.
Okay. Do you remember an incident in October? Okay.
I don't remember the exact dates that I go.
Okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna be real with you, okay? So there's security video footage of you stealing from Target. Okay. You go to
October?
Yeah. Tell me if it if I have it wrong or what, or correct me if you have a different point of view. You go to a self-checkout. You have a separate little barcode scanner. You scan multiple times, it rings up for $1, and then you take the merchandise past the scanner and put everything in a bag. And you do that multiple times to multiple items, and then you put it in the cart that has your 2 kids in it. So I was just wondering kind of what was going through your head at that point.
In October?
Yeah, okay. You didn't just steal from this target on this particular day. You also did it multiple other times, okay? So there may be other charges pending, okay? But right now, I'm investigating a certain case. I have found probable cause to make an arrest for my case. There are other cases right now that are being investigated. I'm just giving you that heads up. So right now you have a misdemeanor charge with me, but you may have a felony down the road coming. Just letting you know.
I mean, you have to be pretty damn arrogant to think you're going to get away with it when you're actively posting evidence of your crimes on social media. Once again, these two cases, Wolfie, Kahletti, and this woman, it just shows that clout is one hell of a drug. Anyways, that's it for the video. Now, if you enjoyed the show, you enjoyed the presentation, the research, please subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 100,000 subscribers, and I'll see you guys on the next one.